And in surprise remarks that could rock the country's political boat, retired President Uhuru Kenyatta today poured praise on the Gen Z and urged the youth to stand up for their rights and defend what is theirs. Without elaborating, former President Kenyatta told the youth to, quote-unquote, not to just sit around and let what they toiled for be taken away. And as Stephen Leto reports, Kenyatta's remarks come barely weeks after the surprise handshake with President William Ruto in Gatundu.
Shida ya watu siku hizi, everybody ana sijui mumeogopeshwa sijui.
The former president was in a private burial service at the Nairobi chapel for his relative, veteran safari rally driver Kibathi Muigai. It is here that Kenyatta poured praises to the Gen Zs who had led mass protests in June last year, forcing the government to drop the Finance Act 2024, with further pressure compelling President William Ruto to dissolve his cabinet.
Fight for your rights, bwana. Sio kukakaa hapo mambo mali yenu ichukuliwe na nini, mumeitolea jasho. Msikubali, pambaneni, muhakikishe mumepata haki yenu. Mnasikia nyinyi? Sio kukaa hapo tu, kuna kitu inadumu. But everything is worth a fight for. If you don't fight for it, ikienda mtu asilie. Musimame mupiganie haki yenu.
The retired president challenged the youth to defend all that belongs to them, saying they risked losing to those stealing from them.
Na mko na hawa watoto wamebaki ambao wako tayari kupigania haki yao. Waungane pamoja nanyi. Can't just stand there and let people take your hard-earned sweat. Dunia iendi namna hiyo. Muwe watu ambao hawataogopa, wataishi kama my friend. Ameenda detention, si alitoka na akaendelea na maisha. Hata nyinyi teteeni haki ze.
Uhuru remarks come weeks after his surprise meeting with President William Ruto in Gatundu. The remarks also come ironically on the same day Uhuru's perceived close allies were sworn to cabinet. Against wrongs that he never elaborated, the former president wants the youth around the country to take a strong stand.
Sio kukaa tu munaogopa. Kuogopa sasa ni sisi tutulie sisi. Ninyi ndio mko na nguvu ya kupambana na hii watu. But we are behind you. Muendelee namna hiyo.
The remarks by the former president are likely to pick up a fresh season of speculation on the true status of his relationship with his successor, President Ruto. The youth, specifically those identifying as Gen Z, have since last June posed a political nightmare for President Ruto. Their pointed attacks on the government lately shifting from the streets to online platforms. This spate of abduction targeting youthful critics of Ruto's government have further muddled the waters, with President Ruto raising concerns over the upbringing of the youth.
Na yale yamesemekana mambo ya abduction tutakomesha. Ndio vijana wa Kenya waweze kuishi kwa amani na vile wawe na nidhamu na wawe wangwana.
With the prevailing perceived acrimonious relationship between the government and the youth, President Ruto's political circles are likely to interpret remarks by former President Kenyatta as a surprise taking of sides. This despite the impression of a ceasefire created by an expected summit of the two leaders in Uhuru's Gatundu home just a few weeks ago. Stephen Leto, Citizen TV.